Wait, I'm obsessed? I'm in here cooking in my kitchen, watching you two obsess about me. Doo-doo? What are you gonna do about it if I continue to talk about you? Don't worry, I won't give you any more clout. The two of you, I'm actually not gonna talk about you at all. You're gonna get your fucking wish, and I'm gonna watch you with everyone else fade into irrelevancy with all the reaction channels. Again, I'm going to travel. Bye, bitches. So I used to like to just show up at my French lover. If you don't know my French lover story, it's this dude I was off and on again with. He was a weird creep. He was hot, but he was kind of like a womanizer creep. He had a really strong French accent. He was really French. I would just show up because A, I didn't live that far. B, he never answered my phone calls. I was the type of girl that you have a one night stand with thinking there's no strings, but then I fall in love and I'm like annoying as hell. Showed up as an apartment. He lived in the type of building where he was on the top in a bachelor apartment and there was a bottom. I met him because he used to just roam around talking to people. He was like preying on people at this party my friend was having. So one day in the summer, we were all sitting outside. I get there. There's this man outside with them. He was talking to my friend's boyfriend. He had khaki shorts on, sandals, no shirt, very ripped. He had big muscles, nice muscle structure, you know? Tanned, nice skin tone. I thought he was very good looking for his age. He looked to be in his maybe 40s, late 30s, 40s. Turns out he was 38. Really dark hair, blue eyes. And the minute I got there, our eyes locked. You know when that happens and he looks at you and he has those like fuck me eyes, like he wants to eat you up? I had an intense instant sexual attraction to this guy. He's like, hello, you know? When he started talking, he had like a French accent. Turns out he lived in the apartment upstairs. He was the superintendent of the place. Hung out, talked to him a little bit, just asked me some general questions, you know, how old are you, where are you from? And the whole time he would talk to me, intently staring into my eyes. Oh my god, this guy's body manipulation. I ended up going home upstairs. I was bummed that he left, and I don't know where I got the balls to do this, but when he left, I said, okay, I'm gonna go home too. You know, it's getting late. My friend's like, okay. It was dark out. I left her apartment. Something in me just told me, I don't know, the way he was looking at me told me he wouldn't turn me down. So I went upstairs. I still remember the way that staircase leading up to his apartment smells. It was a mixture of like, you know, like a garage smell and bachelor, like manly smell. A little bit of aftershave. It was a very manly smell. It made my heart race, you know? My heart racing. I go up these narrow stairs. It was hot. I get to the top. His door was at the end of this little hallway. Floor was uneven. I remember that. Thought I was gonna fall through. Seen his apartment door. Oh, and it took me a good 5 minutes to get the courage to knock. I was trying to listen, you know? I couldn't hear anything. So I knock at the door. Nothing. I'm standing there. I see the peephole get dark, like a shadow move in it. It was him trying to see who it is. I should have blocked it. The chain on the door moves. Door opens. He opens the door. He looks at me and this grin. And this guy had the most beautiful teeth. Shining, gleaming white smile. Chiseled features. Oh, he was gorgeous. And he just like smiled at me and was like, you naughty girl. I remember he said that. He's like, you're bad. So he invited me in. I was so shy. I was nervous, but I was excited. Basically, I sat on this couch. He sat right beside me. Body language again. Turned towards me really close. Grabbed my hand. Was stroking my hand. Touching my face. So romantic. And he was older, so he really knew how to pay attention to my body. To this day, I've never had a man focus on me the way he did. He knew what he was doing. So that night we slept together. It was amazing. I won't go into dirty details. I showed up at his house. Went upstairs. And I could still remember what the hallway smelled like. Like bachelor, I don't know. And then there was like a big bag of dog food in the corner that never got used. I don't know. I didn't even have a dog. Maybe he ate it. I don't know. I knock on the door. No answer. And I was like, oh, you know, I really wanted to see him and I didn't want to walk all the way back home. Like, it wasn't that far, but it was a good walk. So I tried the door handle. It was open. I think this guy just like, he was in and out so often throughout the day that he just like left it open. He didn't really have any valuables either. I remember his apartment, his room. He had an old radio and a big poster of Randy Rhoads. The door was open. I was like, oh my God. Yes, I remember. This is the time. I was excited. I knew I was more excited for some reason. I didn't want to leave because I had just gone to a sex shop and purchased like a brand new like type of lube, you know? So I went there like with the lube and everything, which by the way, I ended up being allergic to it or something and it ended up giving me a UTI. So I thought, I'm going to surprise him. I'm going to hide in his apartment, wait for him to get home from whoever he was bugging in the neighborhood. Seemed it, you know? So he had a dresser, just like a whole pile of crap beside the dresser, clothes, gadgets, I don't even know what else. All his hoardings, whatever. So I thought I'm going to hide behind there because I could still peek over kind of. And the dresser, the way it is kind of hiding me from view. At least I thought. So eventually he comes home. I don't remember having to wait that long. I don't remember exactly how long, but I would have waited. I don't care. I hear him come in. He burps and farts right away. My kind of guy. So I was like trying not to laugh. I always thought I was immature when I would laugh at stuff like that. I hear him put something in the fridge, probably a container of soy milk. He was obsessed with drinking soy milk. So he goes in the bathroom. He sits on the toilet, obviously. We're at toilet seat creak, followed by like a symphony of farts. So he's like dropping a deuce. I'm grossed out behind the dresser. It's a small apartment, so the smell is like wafting. And he's French, but he went, why? Which means yes. If you're from a certain area, your French is more slang, so his was like, and you would say, why? Then he turns the shower on, and he's singing to himself in the shower. So with the French accent, welcome to the jungle. He like 80s rock, and he'd like mess up the words like, welcome to the jungle, we got fun and game. We got everything she want. Call everything she. Finally, the shower ends after the concert. Comes in the room, bare naked, starts drying off. And I'm looking, I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm thinking, this is so awkward. If he knows I'm here now, he's going to be embarrassed, you know? He's really going to be mad at me because he's going to think I'm immature. I caught him pooping and singing. Everyone sings in the shower, but it was like he was really trying. It wasn't bad. He has a full-length mirror right below the Randy Rhoads poster in his room. He goes in front of it. There's like a little beat-up old radio. He had like 2 dressers. I don't know if it was like a full dresser. It was like a weird thing. He kept all his like stereo or radio and crap on. I saw beside the radio, it was a piece of paper he kept. There was a letter because I was like so in love with this guy. He was good in bed. He was a good lover, but that's about it. I wrote him a love letter and I drew a picture of us. He was like, my ponytail. It was so stupid. He kept the letter and he would humiliate me with it. Like when I would get fed up with him and we would fight and I'd be like, that's it. He like didn't want to. He just wanted like it to keep going for a bit longer. He would like, remember this letter? He used it to like sucker me back in. So he's in front of the mirror. Naked. The song on the radio was Eye of the Tiger. He liked to play guitar and he sucked at it because he just didn't know how to play. He still, you know, liked to pretend he did. So he would go, duh, 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 kind of flexing and playing air guitar. If there's anything that's a turn off when a man plays air guitar, just don't do it, please. He starts doing it like, duh, duh, duh. So he's like flexing and singing Eye of the Tiger. It's the Eye of the Tiger. And so he's, this is such a stupid story. I'm really not I'm trying my best to tell it, but... And then he starts moving around his junk, looking at it. I was so embarrassed. I just, like, waited. Eventually, because he's in and out all day, luckily for me, he got dressed, put on 5 bottles of cologne, turned off Eye of the Tiger, headed out the door again to go bug somebody in the neighborhood. He always had his window open because it was hot and stuffy. I heard him go downstairs. Now, whenever my friend moved out, this older man who was he was senile. I felt bad for him having to put up with this guy, we'll call him Gaston. Gaston was really close to this older man and took care of him. His name, I'll call him Wayne. I think it was Wayne. And he would sit on a lawn chair outside like all day and night. He would always forget that his wife had passed away. So he would always just go, yeah. And I think like Gaston thought that means he was paying attention to him, but randomly he would just go, where's Wendy? Like his wife. You'd hear Gaston totally bad-mouthing me. Oh, I checked my phone there. There's a whole bunch of missed calls from that fat girl again. Like, are you serious? You stupid jerk. He's telling Wayne, like, this guy is probably 90. He doesn't need to hear your crap, okay, Gaston? So he's like, oh, I got so many missed calls from that fat girl again there. That one that always bugs me, really wants me, is in love with me. Tooting his own horn. And then out of nowhere, in the middle of Gaston's rant, I heard Wayne go, where's Wendy? And I swear to God that Gaston has so little tact that he had the nerve to be like, she's dead, Wayne, and then kept bitching about me. That pissed me off. I wasn't going to embarrass him and say that I'd been hiding. I went to the dresser, grabbed my letter. He came back upstairs. I was shocked to shit to see me in the room. What are you doing here? I was so mad I didn't say anything else. You have purple testicles. And I ran out the door. No balls. Seriously. I think I messaged him like good night and then he like, I don't know, like today I woke up and Nikki, screw him, just make sure you only send him one message after he sends you something. Yeah, I guess. Maybe you know what? It's kind of my fault because I was acting like a psycho, right? So maybe I think I scared him away, honestly. Oh my God. Okay, so whenever you start talking to somebody, you don't act thirsty, okay? That's right, Joe. Gene, really? Maybe his wife blocked me. Yeah, I don't know anything about this guy. Like, maybe he, yeah, if he, of course, if he saw me like gushing about him, he would be like, what the fuck? And probably freak out. Yeah, it was Nicholas. Yeah, maybe he's like, who is this girl? Like, if you saw a girl gushing over you like crazy and you just met her, that would scare you. Clingy and needy. Yeah, I guess you're right. So maybe it's a sign I have to work on that and not be clingy and needy. But then I ask myself, why am I clingy and needy? You know? Is it because I don't believe in my own self-worth? And I need to find it from somebody else? You know what I mean? I don't know what it is. I'm so sick of this shit. If he messages you, don't answer. Yeah. I probably would too. I'm so pathetic. Oh my God. Like, I just feel like, I don't know. Thank you, Lewis. Thank you, guys. Please eat more. What is more? M-O-A-R. Is that a food? Yes, Zen, he did. Just blocked me out of nowhere. Like, out of nowhere. Just like, I woke up and I was like getting ready. Like, I didn't notice till like later, like after I got up, and I was just like, I was checking my WhatsApp, and then I noticed his picture wasn't there, and I'm just like on his icon on WhatsApp, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, and I remember like the signs that you're blocked on WhatsApp. I don't know who just messaged me. So then, and then I was like, and then I, like, all the other signs that he blocked me were there. So I was like, what? I was so like, it was like a slap right in the face. Like, that stung. I was like, okay. I was like, you know what? You blocked me on fucking WhatsApp. Well, guess what? Still have your number. Oh my God. Misery. I'm gonna kidnap him. No, I'm just joking. Oh, I better not say that. You can't even joke about those things these days. He'll probably friggin' call the cops on me. This woman's crazy obsessed. No. I'm done. I'm done. I'm just done. Yeah, I think I shot myself in the foot by putting casual encounters or whatever. That's what I thought I wanted. And then when I met him, I just completely liked him. Like, you know? Like, and there's always going to be a possibility of that happening, so I'm not going to put that. I don't know.
I was the type of girl that you have a one night stand with thinking there's no strings, but then I fall in love and I'm like annoying as hell.
Wait, I'm obsessed? I'm in here cooking in my kitchen, watching you two obsess about me. Doo-doo? What are you gonna do about it if I continue to talk about you? Don't worry, I won't give you any more clout. The two of you, I'm actually not gonna talk about you at all. You're gonna get your fucking wish, and I'm gonna watch you with everyone else fade into irrelevancy with all the reaction channels. Again, I'm going to travel. Bye, bitches.